Why am I low-key giving Ray from Evangelion? Hey guys, it's Riley. In today's video, this is going to be something a little bit different, but I had mentioned it in the previous video. I'm going to be talking about fashion and what that means to me. So this video, it's going to be mostly my opinions based off of other things. So this is objective or subjective. Say a lot of these things in the video as not fact, but how I feel about clothing and why I think it's important and how it affects me in my life and how I think it could benefit other people. And how would I do a fashion video without putting a fit on? Fit secured. And without further ado, let the video begin. I am going to take this jacket off though, because unfortunately it is hot up here and it's very squeaky. I feel like SpongeBob when he gets his new shoes. So let's begin with, what does fashion mean to me? Fashion to me is a very expressive language without words. It's a visual thing. You can look at somebody and immediately gauge sort of a type of person they are by looking at the way they dress. And for me, I use that as a way to form a community. I mean, for me, I dress very outwardly, and I would say a bit differently than other people. This is kind of a buzzword, but I would say more alternative than other people. And for me, if I see someone else dressing alternatively, I feel more inclined that they will understand me as a person more. Not to say that if you go wear Lululemon or Afterco shorts and just kind of basic clothing that I won't mess with you, but it kind of is a way to scout out people and be like, hey, they're wearing stuff I like. I can go talk to this person and we probably have a lot of things in common. And that just goes hand in hand with culture and things like that. I'll start off with alternative culture with punk fashion and metal and new metal, and branching off from new metal, they can go to hip hop and new clothing, that and how it formed into society and how people have taken clothing from different cultures, and it's really a melting pot. Fashion is so much more important than I think people really see it as. It can show, like I said, culture, the type of person you are, what you care about, things that you're passionate about. For me, fashion is something I am very passionate about, and it is a way that I can express myself without words and just walk in a room and build a confidence. Fashion is a confidence booster, and people build a lot of their first impressions based off of the way. I don't mind to look at this. People build their first impressions a lot based off of what you're wearing. And for me, even if I'm going to the grocery store, I'm going to put on a fit because it makes, one, me feel good, and two, I can meet a really cool person and they're wearing a cool fit too. Or just it inspires somebody to wear something else and push themselves out of their comfort zone. Speaking of different subcultures of clothing, for one, the punk fashion, that started off of very much of a thing of people couldn't afford a lot of clothing, so they would wear recycled clothing, cut off jeans, and this ties in with grunge as well. Flannels that are kind of beat up and things like that, but it became a symbol of these cultures, or similar to baggy clothing, tying back to hip-hop and black culture, baggy jeans, Timberlands, basketball shorts, more of like graphic tees, things like that. And these are things you see a lot nowadays, baggy fashion, and even with punk things, a lot of the Y2K alternatives stemmed from punk fashion and branching out in metal and things of that nature. And there's so many other subcultures. Fashion is something so diverse, and that's why I find it so beautiful, because no matter what you want to wear or who you want to be with your clothing, you can do it, and you can even mix them together, and that's something I find really cool. In today's era, trending a lot is you're gonna see a lot of the Y2K, a lot of short denim skirts, kind of alternative things like Ed Hardy, Affliction. I'm not a huge fan of Affliction. A lot of these things are very capitalistic now and have been washed out. That's something that makes me more passionate about fashion as well, because once you start to, there is a kind of a surface level to fashion. I would say right now it's blue jean jorts, or I guess you just call them jorts, and a lot of the Hollister and H&M, all that stuff you're going to scroll, you're going to find that on copy paste everything. Same with Shein, all these sweatshops of clothing that's just like, they get it out like this, and it's bad. I don't think people really realize how bad those shops are. Yeah, you can get a shirt for $1, but that is going to be see-through and probably flammable and going to get recalled, and it's going to rip one time in the wash, and it's not worth it. I know a lot of people don't like to go to the thrift store, but please go do it. Look at this. I got this from the thrift store. I got these pants from the thrift store. I got almost half my wardrobe from the freaking thrift store. You just have to look and have that eye for it, and you're not going to find everything every day. But it's a process, and it feels rewarding to build your wardrobe rather than go and buying a bunch of stuff that you probably only wear once and then end up throwing it away. Another thing for fashion, it's like you can build upon it and grow your collection, and one new item can build hundreds more outfits, and that's something that I love so much about clothing too. Mainly that it looks really cool, and it's a way for me to express myself and just feel good. But I think it's so cool to see how other people dress, because you can see sort of the type of person they are and what they do value. That might sound like I'm judging people based off the way they dress. Not that necessarily, but most of the time, if you see someone dressing a certain way, most of the time it's going to go hand in hand with the way that their brain thinks. Sometimes not. Sometimes people are scared to express themselves. And if you're one of those type of people watching this right now, I implore you to go express yourself and wear one thing that takes you out of your comfort zone, because that's the first step into really expressing yourself the way that you want. I started off with fashion bad. I started off wearing horrible outfits, matching things together that were not good. But I went in public like that. Did anybody tell me? No, but I can look back now and see those fits weren't that great. But if I hadn't done that, then I wouldn't be where I am right now, more comfortably building outfits, even if some things are a little crazy to other people. Like, to me, I'm wearing a tie right now, and some people are like, oh, girls can't wear ties, or some people are uncomfortable with that because stigmatisms of gender and clothing. I don't think you should limit yourself, and it can be scary with fashion and not knowing what you want to do. Is this the right aesthetic? Is this the right thing to wear together? Is this gonna match? Do I need to do the sandwich method? All these dumb little trends that are going around now, and little rules for fashion that you can just, I'm gonna have my own rules, but you really can wear whatever you want. If you don't care at all about what you wear, go wear flip-flops outside with some pajama pants. Go wear those Hello Kitty pajama pants with a tank top. Go wear that airbrush shirt that you got from the beach 5 years ago. That's okay too. You don't have to dress up. I recommend that you do, because it feels really cool to pick out an outfit that you worked hard on and that you designed yourself. It's really cool, honestly. And there was a point where I didn't really care about what I wore, but it's something that I have only gotten more curious about, and I think it's so interesting. I've said that so many times, but it really is. I'll say a few genres of things that I have taken a lot of inspiration from fashion for, so you can get a basis of why maybe I express myself the way I do, and maybe it'll motivate you or inspire you to dress a certain way as well. For me, I'm big into the punk scene of music and metal, and a lot of fashion with that. It's about rejecting and putting yourself out there, denying the bad things in society, and that's touching the waters, but it goes a lot deeper than that with punk. Rejecting capitalistic ideals, and the fashion goes hand in hand with that. A lot of people don't think that. A lot of people say, well, you can't dress punk. I don't fully agree with that statement. I think that you can find a lot of communities through fashion. It kind of shows that community as well. Some parts of that I take from that are spiked jewelry, leather jackets, patches, sewing on your own clothing, using DIYs. This is silly, but I have a safety pin holding my shirt together, hand worked on, and band tees made by yourself. I have a few band tees I've made myself, and with the metal genre, it's a lot about band tees and vest and a lot of darker kind of themes, but I love blending the harshness of punk fashion with the leather and the steel and the spikes and the chains and things like that, and mixing it with more of a classy look. You know what I mean? Like, similar to what I got right now, the fit I just showed you. It mixes a lot of those things together, and I even have red hair too. So it kind of just it blends those two things together, and that's something I really like to do with my fashion. I'm inspired by a lot of early 2000s men's fashion with those low rise jeans and the button-ups tucked in. I think that looks great. I know a lot of women like that too with the Henleys, and I like that type of style as well. Even something more simplistic. It might not look like I do, but I really take from a lot of different fashion, and just so many different types of fashion that you can blend together. And throughout this video, I will show you around 5 outfits that I have put together and why I chose the certain things that I wore and what I used to build those outfits and what made me go about doing that. Fashion is just such a big umbrella that has so many beautiful things that you can learn from it. I would say from the beginning of me and going into high school and to now graduating, I have learned so much about fashion, and may that not be designer brands. I don't know that much about designer brands and blah 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 things like that, but I know what I want for me, and I know what I like to wear, and I love sharing that with other people, and picking out my own outfits is just something that I find so much joy in, and I want to show you guys some outfits I have. And before I show you guys my outfits, I want to go over my 5 fashion rules. Are these real? No. Do you have to use them? No. They're just for me, and I want to share them with you guys. Rule number 1
is doubt me, at me so I can see it.
1. Don't be afraid to mix styles. You can do that. A lot of people are a little stingy, especially when it comes to specific music communities and things of that nature. I completely understand that. Those things are a lot about the idealistic things and the way that you live your life. I say this with punk fashion. It's a lot of, if you go wear Y2K, fashion and own a Tesla and things like that, and you're going out wearing punk fashion, yeah, it's a little corny, it's a little contradictory there. But if you want to go wear a band tee and wear a blazer over that with dress pants, go do that. I think that looks awesome. You become so much more creative when you aren't afraid to mix styles together and aren't limited by certain aesthetics and these little boxes that society has built for us. Number 2, wear
You heard shit that ain't come from me, then don't believe it.
it for you. If it makes you happy, I know it can be really hard to go outside, or just even your own parents or your friends, and wear something that you really like because of judgment and people not understanding. But if it really makes you happy, keep wearing that. And people will see that if you're so confident in what you're wearing, then they won't think it's silly anymore, and they'll understand why you're wearing it for you. And if it makes you happy to wear something, continue to wear it. It will boost your confidence and make you happier and make you be able to express yourself more and work for those things. Seeing other people dress the way they want, may that be really unique or not even a great outfit, seeing that they wore it for them makes me feel more inclined to wear what I want to, and it can motivate other people too. Rule number 3, dress up for everything. If you're going to the gas station, go dress up. If you're going to the bathroom, go dress up. If you're going to Walmart, go dress up. If you're going to school, dress up, because you never know who you're going to meet. You never know the friends you're going to make, and why not look your best when you're going to do it? Have that in your mind. And also, just dressing up for things is fun. Think about it. If you go wear pajama pants to Walmart, it feels whatever, but if you get dressed up for Walmart, it's gonna feel a lot more fun and you're gonna feel a lot more cool doing it. I mean, that just might be my opinion, but this is how I feel about it. Number 4, have inspiration. It is okay to copy people's outfits or be inspired by someone and dress very similar to them, because without inspiration, it'd be a lot harder for you to build your own sense of style and see the things that you like and things that you don't like, and you can eventually mix those together in a little melting pot and stir it around and find your little pieces of fashion that you like. If you hate it, if you don't, if you think it's revolting and you don't like the emoji leggings anymore. Number 5, push the boundaries. Don't be afraid to do what you want. Now I'm going to show off my first outfit. My legs are asleep. Number 1 for day 1. Let me do a spin for you. Alright, that was the 360. Now let me explain. Let me give you a breakdown of everything I'm wearing. I low-key want to get really good at beatboxing because I just think that's really funny to just break out suddenly and be really good at beatboxing. I have this tie. Unfortunately, it's from Amazon, but it came with a Beetlejuice costume I had built. It's a zipper. Underneath the tie, I have this red button-up I got from Goodwill. Only has about 3 buttons though. It just stops right at the bottom, tucked in with a black belt. And then I have this annoyingly fake leather jacket, biker style. And you can tell, for note, the biker ones are always going to have these little ones that you go over like this instead of the more traditional. I mean, obviously they're biker jackets too, but when I think of it, it's the more punk ones where it's like kind of looks like a tuxedo sort of situation. I have one of those too, but I think this one is more sleek, goes well with a more formal type of vibe. You know what I mean? Catching my drift? Wait, this is like the squirrel thing. I have this black dress belt that I got from my brothers. I always want to say inherited, but I'm starting to realize that sounds really bad. It was passed down from my brothers to me. And then I have these black slim fit jeans. I also got these from Goodwill, I think. They're Chico brand. I love Chico brand jeans. They're really great. I recommend them. And then I'll do a little back. I'm not wearing shoes right now, but I am wearing socks, so don't you freaks think you're getting the show. And I'm just going to wear black combat boots with this outfit, and I'll include a little selfie of the final fit. But spin transition. This is the day after the 4th of July. I kind of look like a bum right now, so I'm going to put on a new outfit. Bow. God, that hurt. Gonna do a little front tuck situation. Overshirt. I'm a good actor, huh? What's the temperature? 90 degrees. Do I care? No. That scare you? Think I was gonna punch you? I would never. Let's roll these sleeves up, shall we? It completely changes the vibe. One moment, I'll be right back. Shoes. Am I about to commit a sin and put my shoes on the carpet? Yeah, I am. They are brand new. It'll be okay. Got my fresh kicks on. About to do a fit analyzation with y'all. Y'all, I never say that. with you guys. I got this black v-neck on the top, something chill. And then changing up a neckline, something as simple as that can completely change your outfit. This black formal button-up. This studded belt, I got it from Depop. You can see the studs in the back. Oh yeah, this shirt's from Walmart. This is from Walmart. You guys can get fire fits on a budget. And these are some Levi's that I got from Goodwill. Here, I'll do a spin for you guys. But yeah, just something like this is also just a simple outfit, but like going out, you can tell that I put some sort of thought into it. But it's more a little bit more simple, and if I get hot, I can take it off, and it still looks kind of cool because I have the belt to tie in with the shoes and things of that nature. So take inspiration from more of a formal kind of thing. Wearing chunky shoes with baggier pants that sit on them well, and studded belts go back to a lot of emo culture and biker culture, with it being sort of a symbol of, hey, I'm on that motorcycle about to you know what I mean? And I'll see you with the next fit. Whoa, fit check again, except I'm in a new location. My sister's bedroom. I just felt like it. And I'm too lazy to connect my phone to the mic, so you're just gonna have to bear with the blaring of air conditioning and a fan. I'll try this for the fit today. Make sure to look at you guys. For the top, I have this button up from H&M. I got it in like freshman year, but I cut the sleeves off and I cropped it a little bit. Got MJ in the ears listening to Get on the Floor. Apologies for screaming. I can barely hear myself already, and I also just want to make sure you guys can hear me. For pants, I got some black jeans from Goodwill. They're from Goodwill. And then I have this belt from this local thrift store where I live, which I'm not going to be telling you. You creep. On the toe phalanges, I got some, I think they're like Italian Converse. That sounds like crazy. They were on sale on the website. I got them either my like sophomore, freshman year of high school, but I'm still repping them. I just changed the laces and they're black, and I have these little accents. I also have the jeans rolling up. To explain this fit, it's pretty casual. It's really hot outside right now, but I wanted to spice it up with a simple fit. There is a bass guitar right next to my fit. Don't think you could tell? It's right here. For one, I added a little chain on my pants with this belt, and I cropped this shirt a little bit. I could sag my pants a little bit like white boys that are wearing Affliction to show their studded belts. Because sometimes the belt showing does look kind of cool, I can't lie. I'm quite short, so it's not working very well, and I don't want to sag to oblivion, so I'm probably just going to deal with it like this. Also, I have this watch on. I was tracking my steps. That was not part of the fit. I actually have no jewelry on except for that one necklace I wear. Even something as simple as adding a nice, like, cool belt and a chain levels up your outfit. And then something as simple as rolling up the cuffs on these jeans makes it look like completely different. Makes it look more like kind of like, gives it more like an indie, like, oh yes, I read books and also like go skating sort of vibe. But I like that more than if they were unrolled. Because if they're unrolled, it looks more like emo. I know that sounds like what? Like, what do you mean? But it does, because it gives it more of a skinny, tapering jean effect that stacks. I didn't want that. I want it to be a little bit cropped on the ankle. That's something as simple that you can do. And even buttoning a shirt all the way up. Like, I have this button all the way up, but like, look how different it looks. Like, it looks like a completely different vibe to me. Maybe that's just me, but like, this looks way more a different vibe. It looks kind of like a little bit lazier. This looks more like it was, I meant to do that. I know a lot of people are scared to button up their shirts all the way, but I think it's cute. I say go for it. It gives a different vibe, but it's nice. Inspired by simple fashion nowadays, with my own little turn on it, adding a little bit of a darker colorway with the chain and the belt. It's just my own little lick to it. You could do a similar fit like this and make it any way you want. Different colors, different belts. You could tuck in the shirt, leave it unbuttoned a lot. Literally anything. There's so many simple things you can change to your outfit to make it look even more elite and more of you. But I will transition to the next fit. Alright, so this is the last fit for this video, and I thought I'd go out with a bang, so I got a little bit crazier vibe. Sorry, I thought you could see my cat, but she's more like, I just got back from Olive Garden.
Can you buy those cheese graters?
Walmart, bought a new TV, hashtag we up. I'll explain this outfit. So it's, it's a little bit like I mentioned earlier, a little bit of formal, but a little bit of grunge mixed together. Let me squat down. So I have this leather jacket I wore it in the first outfit. It's just for the over, like I'm not gonna, it's 90 degrees, so I'm gonna take it off. Underneath I have this cheetah print button up And it's just, I have a little bit of it unbuttoned instead of all the way up like a little nerd bibble, and it gives it a more like classy look, I feel like. And I just have it rolled up once because my arms are too short. Then to go in with even more of the formal, I have it tucked in all the way around, and I'm just wearing, oh by the way, this is from Goodwill. That's also from the thrift store. And so are these pants, guys. You can literally get everything you want at the thrift store. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you, take this. And then I have, you can't see very well, but I have this little bit, it's just the hem of a t-shirt, and I ripped it off and just add a little bit more of like a, to mix well with the sort of grungy, and I guess you could say, some people call it like a trashier vibe, with outfit to go well with the jacket. And it just makes it look a little bit better. You can't really tell, but when you see it, you're like, I see it. And I have my Doc Marten boots. They're platform, they make me a little bit taller. Got these from Depop. But be careful of Depop. There's a lot of people that resell for way more expensive than it actually costs. Lowball on there. When I say lowball, that means offer the lowest price possible, and most likely they'll say yes. Necklace, I got the same one. I've been really simple on jewelry recently. Yeah, that wraps up all the outfits. I will cut to the sitting on the ground yapping Riley. Hey, it's me, the other Riley that the other Riley was talking about. I know this audio quality is not any better. I was too lazy to connect my phone and got the freaking air vent somewhere in that region. I hope that you liked all my fits. I had a really fun time showing all of them throughout the week and however long it took me. It took me a long time. I worked a lot in between those days, but I had a really fun time showing off how I decided to pick an outfit, what goes along with it, where it came from, and why I think it's so important why I think fashion is so important and why it matters in other people's life and mine, and why I think people should look into it more. And I hope that you guys enjoy this video as much as I did making it, and yeah, stay posted for the next videos. Like and subscribe, please. Peace out.